All right. So I'm Mad Mega. I tried to do something different here at the end earlier, and it didn't go so well. So we're gonna go something a little more reliable. We're gonna play one of my all-time favorite NES games actually here. I think I've played this at an NES Block before actually. This is Metal Storm. Let's just get started because I can talk while it's going. S is the split button. All right, so time starts. I'll just start on start. So 3, 2, 1. Cool. Right as I hit start. Cool. My voice goes away. All right, we're gonna try that again because I am dying. Tilde sets undoes it. Thank you. Sorry. My good. Could this go any worse at the end? I ask you. Here at the death, things are going swimmingly, I have to say. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. So, I'm Mad Mega. This is Metal Storm as I drop my controller. And this will be the last run of NES Block 2023 from SGDQ. I want to say thank you to everybody that participated, that came out, that offered runs, that completed runs, that came by, that watched, that helped out, everything. I really appreciate it. Thank you to everybody for letting me kind of, take over part of it and get to do some of this stuff. Like I really enjoy it. I love the NES. It's my favorite console. It's filled with some of my favorite games, this being one of them. So, first boss here, we're just gonna we don't even have to mash, we just have to hold B. That's one of the nicest things about this game. Play a lot of games where you mash, hurts your wrists. I can just hold B and be a just ball of destruction. It's tremendous. All right, so stage 2. For our M308 gunner. So I think that this turns out to be the 36th run of NES Block, which is awesome. I think technically there's a handful of extras in there because I screwed up recordings on at least one occasion. My sincerest apologies to Karma. She's awesome for tolerating my forgetting at least once on runs for her. And I think we got a bunch of really cool stuff in this year, so that's cool. We got to see Sweet Home, which is one of my personal favorites, for example. Just one of the many cool things that was on this. I didn't see everything, but I was here for a lot of it. Just a lot of cool, fun stuff. I think we got to hear some Peaches during some Super Mario earlier. I believe the mics picked that up. That's definitely a highlight of NES Block, I think, this year. Is having some incredibly talented Mario runners playing while Peaches is blaring in the background from the jam session right outside the practice room door. Just, we couldn't have planned that any better, and that's why it was awesome. And so we took a little bit of damage there. That's okay. Probably could have been cleaner, but so that's 2 stages down. There's a few more to go. Let's see, 3rd stage. This is one of my favorites. I really like this stage because I think that these things look like green snow speeders. If you've ever seen Empire Strikes Back, you tell me that doesn't look like something that Luke Skywalker would fly when he was trying to take out an AT-AT. Because that's what it looks like to me. So we're just gonna not stop. Well, cool, we got to show off the awesome explosion animation. That's how I always look at this, is that if I ever die, the bonus of that is that you get to see one of the coolest death animations in all of the NES, I think. Now my cycles are going to be a little off, so I got to be a little careful here because I had to pause for a second because the bullet on this is a little smaller than it should be. That's okay, because we're going to get our regular power attack back here in 1 second. And we really prefer that for just about everything. That's okay. we're actually going to do this direction. It's going to be a little slower, but we got our shield back, and I feel like it's going to be necessary the way that the last little bit of play from yours truly has gone. But we're going to try to make it through this little jump here. That didn't work. Shoot that guy. And now we get to our next boss. I'm going to just deboost right through because I feel like that's going to be faster. And try not to get into a spot where I can take damage. Take him out nice and easy. It's 3 down. But I think it was a good NES block overall. It was, you know, we got set up here in this little corner here, and we got a bunch of stuff in. Like I said, I really had a good time. I think we got to see some fun stuff. We got a lot of participation, I think, too. So I'm really happy, and we're gonna do this here in the any percent version. Actually, I think I have this written as any percent. I'm doing no wrong warp. I probably should have changed that. That's okay. You can do a zip there if you know what you're doing, but not really worth it, honestly. If you are trying, like, given how difficult that I've found most of this, that's a frame perfect trick with fairly difficult setup. I can't imagine that I would hit that first try, which probably means that I would. But we're not going to tempt fate, I think. These turrets will respawn, so I kind of keep an eye on them after I shoot them down. I kind of give them a little extra what for. This elevator just likes to hang out right by where they spawn. Now we get a mid-boss. This is the only mid-boss in the game, technically. This guy here. That didn't go so well. And, okay, we did kill him before taking damage. You can see that the M308 gunner's mech suit kind of has some red highlights there, and the back section is rounded. That's how you know that you have an extra hit. Most of the time in this game, it's 1 hit and you're dead. You pick up the extra armor, you can then become 2 hits and then you're dead. It's a significant improvement, I have to say. Big fan. Music is pretty top notch, I think. Like, you know, normally in an any percent run, we would actually be trying to skip most of this stage in its entirety. We'd trigger wrong warps that would prevent us from having to sit through this auto scroller section. Saves almost 2 full minutes, I think. But then you miss out on this pretty rad elevator music. I'm not usually one for elevator music. I usually am like, yeah, I don't really care for that. I don't know why anybody would like elevator music, but this elevator, good music. Give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars at least, I think. All right, so we just stand here and avoid these spinning orbs. We can just kneel in the corner here. Now we get our level 4 boss. There's a thing on above you and a thing below, or this thing in the center. We only have to kill the thing in the center. We can ignore the above and below. So we will. It's our 4th stage done. How are we looking on time? 7? It's okay. It's all right. We're doing okay. And now 5-1. This is, I think, the most difficult stage in the game. 5-1. There's a lot that can go wrong here. I'm gonna kind of take it easy, mostly because if I lose my especially powerful weapon, things get pretty ugly. So I should be up high on this, so that's okay. We'll walk over this way. Hopefully we get decent time. Nope. If I line that up, you can actually kill those turrets, but I didn't quite line it up, so I had to wait a second to grab that. That C power-up actually stands for Crusher. It kills anything that's visible on screen at the time. We're going to kill this guy. And hopefully we're going to trigger most of these so that they fire down and do not impact us or stay on screen especially long. That's not ideal. Took some damage there. That's okay. We're going to get through here. Now we're going to take this very cautiously. It's very easy to take damage here. Oh, come on now. So they're a very tight window there. We're gonna go this way because we don't want to get hit like these. Okay, that's a relatively tight window. I've definitely been sniped there before. Hardest boss in the game right here. Especially when you do that. My advice for when you fight the boss in this is not to change your gravity so that you immediately get smacked by it. And I'm dead again. I think that might be a game over. Oh, yeah. At least we get the continue of 5-2, and this is a stage where luckily I can get just about everything back that I need. Though all of this segment will be very, very slow because I don't have the good. I just have my little pea shooter weapon here, nothing especially useful, unfortunately. And now we have to do all of these kind of slowly as well. Like, all of those take even more shot to kill. Very much playing dodgeball right now with all of these things. All right, so that does do enough damage to kill them in one go, but it's slow, so we're gonna have to be a little cautious here. Like I said, luckily we have our armor. I was hoping to get. That's okay. Honestly, worth it to get the power, the better weapon. Because now we can just fly through this, and I'll pick the armor back up, and we'll be good to go. Perfect. You know what? It's almost like I'd planned it that. Stop talking. Advice is to stop talking. Not doing anybody any favors. I feel like this is the way NES Block should end, is just me continually failing at multiple attempts of different games and just giving up and quitting. I think that would actually make a pretty good medley for the ending.
Well, I mean, at least you didn't feel the final level of Waldo 3 times.
Waldo's tough, man. I'm in a giant mech suit. You'd think shit would be easy. Well, for anything. In a mech suit. All right, I think I get one shot of this. All right, there we go. There's the first one. All right.
There we go.
That is, without a doubt, the toughest fight in the game, I think. Well, second toughest, actually. The new fight for Boss 6, the really optimized one, is incredibly difficult. But that fight is all right. Oh boy, do I remember this. This will be fun. Full jump. Full jump again. Walk onto here, we'll walk off. Jump here. Walk off again. Okay, yes, so we've done it correctly. That's not the right way. That's okay, though. We got through. Automatically do that. We already have armor, but we can grab it again. What's nice about the US version is actually the Japanese version, you cannot do this screen wrap. You'll take damage, which I'm not a huge fan of. I kind of like that I can screen wrap at will, personally. I think that's kind of neat. Which we do. And really the hard part's over. Now it's just boss fights, which we should be able to do without too much trouble. These guys are, there's 3 of them, and because I have the nice powered up weapon, it's going to take, I think, 3 shots each to kill them. Or is it, it's 4 shots each, I think. 3 to turn them all red, and then the next shot will kill them. So they've each taken 3. There's a really crazy strat in this where you basically jump immediately and flip gravity and time it out. It's incredibly difficult. I've gotten it a handful of times and never in an RTA run. So I'm not trying now, given the quality of play you're seeing here. Well, it's almost 1 o'clock here. 7-1. This is a boss rush. So we approach the end of NES Block. And thank you again, everybody. I had a good time. I hope you all did too. I hope everybody got to enjoy. I hope some people got to show off games that they wanted to show off. I hope people got to play some stuff that they enjoy. Like I said, I love the NES. It's my favorite little console. So I'm glad if everybody had a good time. Then I'm glad, and I'm happy to have helped out.
I had a fantastic time. Thank you.
We're going to just deboost through this guy because I actually feel pretty good about the rest of these fights. And let's see, what's next one? Next is this guy in here, which, again, we don't have to fight the ones out. You can kill these, like, toothpaste dispensers that are on either side of this elevator, but we just can ignore them nice and easy. So now for the tough one again. Hopefully we have better luck on the second time through. You really kind of got to stand pretty close to the edge here. You really don't have a lot of space. I think I might legitimately be on the last acceptable pixel. And that's going to be clean. And there's spikes here. I don't know if you can really see that, but I'm walking on them now. Because once you kill the boss, you're invincible. So walking on spikes now. Whoa. And this is the last real boss, and so time comes up in a little bit here, maybe 25 seconds, 30 seconds or so, and then we'll be done here soon. And we can all go to bed, or at least I can. That's my plan. I'm tired.
We're not letting you do it.
And all right, final boss is upcoming. So
Now
the hardest boss in the game. The hardest boss in the game. All right, and the split is when it connects, and time. All right. Well, the game over, and a pretty horrendous. Whew. All right. Again, thank you, everybody. This is a blast. I am going to go get some sleep or something. So, thank you. Thank you, NES Block. I love everybody, and good night. Thank you so much to everybody that helped me. It's too long of a list right now to go through it because I honestly will forget somebody, so I don't want to do that. I'd rather just say it out later in a text form because I can edit that. So, thanks to everybody. Really appreciate it, and good night, take care, good night, and good luck.